Hey guys, Gutin here, and welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about Toy Story 4. Okay, so I just watched Toy Story 4, and yesterday I did a review of Toy Story 1, 2, and 3, but today I'm doing a Toy Story review just for number 4. Why? Because I was afraid that because Toy Story 1, 2, and 3 was that was the full saga with Andy being the kid. And then Toy Story 4, I was afraid was going to suck because Andy was no longer the kid. And the only reason that Pixar would add a new story with the new kid would be if they're trying to make money. Because why? Like, we already have this whole entire series. The first three movies, that's it. That should have been it. And I still stand by that. Like, the movie series would have been fine if there was only 3 movies. I understand that movie number 4 is a cash grab. They didn't need to make a 4th movie. However, just because it's a cash grab, just because it didn't have to be made, doesn't mean it's not a good movie. Toy Story number 4 is a wonderful movie. First of all, the animation quality is much better than like the first few Toy Stories, like 1 and 2. Those animation qualities weren't as good as animation quality for movie number 4. Obviously, movie number 4 was made in 2019, you know? And the first movie was made in 1995. So it makes sense. There was a lot of, tweaks with animation that happened since then. Then, animation quality isn't the only thing. The character lines, all of the character stories are so good. There's like Bonnie, who starts as the villain and then becomes an ally, even with Woody at the end. Then there's Woody, who decides, you know what? I'm not going to be loyal to kids anymore. I'm going to go on my own. This one I actually didn't like as much, but I understood it. Like, I understood why Woody wanted to leave, because he wanted to stay with Bo Peep, right? Then there's Bo Peep, which is like, just because you're lost doesn't mean that that's a bad thing. Like, you can be lost in life, and that's a good thing. Then Forky, that it's okay to be trash. Like, it's fine, as long as you love yourself, even just for who you are. And then there's Buzz Lightyear. Listen to your inner voice. That's like, listen to your instincts. Just do it. And then there's the Canadian stuntman, who also is like, believe in yourself. Like, all these themes are good themes, not only for children, but some of them are good themes for adults, because, some adults don't love themselves, and Forky is like, he's like this cute little innocent kid, and that could actually help some people like get over their own issues with themselves. So like, this movie was actually, the 4th movie was actually really good. Like, yes, I understand that it's not at all like the first few movies. And I have to say, the way I see it is that Toy Story number 4 is kind of like its own series. You know what I mean? Like, don't compare it to the first 3 movies. It's completely different. Like, you have to like look at it at its own, in a way. You know what I mean? Like, Toy Story 4 should be counted on its own. It shouldn't be compared to the first 3 movies, because that's not fair. The Toy Story 4 is a completely different story. It's a road trip story. It's not a, all the first 3 movies are like, whatever, road trip stories. Like, the toys get out of the home and go somewhere. But in this story, the home isn't a home. It's a RV car, and they're literally the parents, the kids are moving with the toys. Like, that's a completely different story concept that wasn't explored in the first 3 movies. So yeah, this 4th movie is completely its own, and it was really well made. Music, still the same quality. Art, amazing. Character stories, amazing. Plot, amazing. Ending, the credits for this movie were so cool, because you got to see what actually happened with Woody and Bo and Bo. Bo. And then, well, I really like the movie. Okay, that's it. Toy Story 4 was good. You can have a different opinion than me. Tell me down below in the comments. Maybe I'm high, I don't know. But the 4th movie, in my opinion, was good. Now, my ranking of all the Toy Story movies is like this. Toy Story 3 at the top. Toy Story 4 second, I think. Because just the animation quality is much better. And then Toy Story 2, and it's not only because of animation quality, right? Toy Story 3 has the best story, best villain, best everything. Toy Story 4 has the best animation, a good story, great characters, just great overall. Yes, it's different from the first three, but it can still be like put into second place. Then after Toy Story 4, I would put the second movie and then Toy Story 1 at the last place. Not because Toy Story 1 is a bad movie. No, all of these movies are amazing. It's just Toy Story 1 is worse than Toy Story 3. Like, you have to admit it. There's a big difference between the best one and the worst one. Like, it's obvious. And okay, I understand that Toy Story 1 was made in 1995 and Toy Story 3 was made in 2010. I understand. It's a big difference. A lot has changed in those 15 years. However, that doesn't mean that I can't put Toy Story 3 as my number one choice. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you have a good day. And let me know what your rankings of the Toy Story movies are down below. And maybe I'll change my rankings, I don't know. Like, eventually I might change my rankings, but right now, once again, my rankings are Toy Story 3, Toy Story 4, Toy Story 2, Toy Story 1. Alright, have a good day.